Dreamers, let me tell you the most powerful option strategy there is that is literally calculated in for calculated results. So this is data driven option strategy called the wheel strategy, and that's where now we're selling options. We're not buying options, we're not buying calls, we're not buying puts, but we're selling options. So now it requires a little bit more capital. So that's why people usually don't go to selling options, because they don't have the capital to do it. Because you need to be able to either own 100 shares of a company to sell covered calls, or be able to buy 100 shares of a company by selling cash secure puts. So let me show you guys in this video on how we're going to run the wheel strategy on a very cheap stock that's giving out pretty decent premiums. I'm going to walk you guys step by step in this video to let you know exactly everything that you need to learn. And we're going to be running the wheel strategy on ticker symbol BULL, which is Webull, and we're going to be doing it on the Webull stock. Now, I can't dive into every little detail about the wheel strategy and how to make your calculated results even better. But if you guys do want to join the dream team right here, I have video tutorials in here going over the wheel strategy. It's going to teach you guys in detail everything you need to know about the wheel strategy, IVs, the deltas, everything that you need to learn inside the dream team. I have video tutorials inside the dream team, and also inside the Discord. As you guys can see, we're up $20,028 so far this year through the month of June in option premiums running the wheel strategy on these stocks down here. And the people inside the Discord know that I absolutely love running the wheel strategy on these stocks down here. And I also hold Zoom calls every single Sunday going over our option premium. So this is perfect for people that don't have time to stay at the charts every single day of the week. You can set up your wheel strategy once a month, set it up, go to work, be a doctor, be a driver. You do not have to day trade. You set it up once, you get your passive income, you get your premium, then you could just keep rolling it once every 2 weeks, once a month. It's very passive, it's very easy to do, and it's a win-win strategy. So if you guys do want to join the dream team, you guys could check this out. So if you guys do want to do that, and also you'll get access to my 7 pro day traders that's inside of the Discord as well. So if you guys want to be a part of an awesome community, consider joining the dream team. Now, the stock that we're going to be doing this on is Webull. Now, Webull is down here. Let's take a quick look at Robinhood, because people like to compare Robinhood to Webull. So we scroll all the way back to Robinhood. You guys can see when Robinhood first came out. We're looking at when Robinhood first came out. Let's go to the day chart. Here it goes. When Robinhood first came out, it started off around $35. It spiked all the way up to around $85 and had a big pullback, traded sideways for some time, and then started to spike back up to make new all-time highs. So if we come over, let's drop back down to the 1 hour chart and then come over to Bull. You guys can see that Bull has done almost the same thing. It started off at a certain price point. It spiked all the way up to the new all-time highs, all the way up to around $80, dropped back, it's trading sideways for quite some time, and now it's time to start the dollar cost average in on Webull and pick up some shares. And the easiest way to pick up shares is to get paid to pick up shares, or you could run the wheel strategy on it and create some passive income. So now let's zoom all the way in on Bull, and I'm going to show you guys the first thing that we need to do is run our technical analysis on Bull. And the way that I do that is by using the Bollinger Bands. I'll show you guys how to set up the Bollinger Bands and my Bollinger Band settings inside of the Discord. If you guys want to check that out, you could check that out. But here's my Bollinger Bands on Bull. And you only want to sell cash secure puts when it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, because as you guys can see, whenever it's touched the bottom of the Bollinger Band, it bounces up off. When it touches the bottom of the Bollinger Band, it bounces up off. And then if you guys do want to draw a support and resistance lines, like right here, you guys can see that they have a very strong support at around $10 on Bull. Every time it comes to the $10 range, it bounces off of this and goes back up. So you want to sell cash secure puts when Bull is at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So let me tell you guys what selling cash secure puts. Selling cash secure puts is saying that I'm going to buy this stock at a certain price, and you always set the strike price below. Let me pull it up right quick. Okay, so here we are on Webull. Let's pull up Bull right here, ticker symbol BULL, and then hit options right there. Now, the first thing you want to do is come over to the put option side right there. So right now, Bull is at $10.83. So let's say we're comfortable buying Bull at $10.50, or we're comfortable buying Bull at $10 right here for the strike price of $10. For this strike price of $10, that's going to pay out 0.07 in premium, and you multiply that by 100 because options is done by 100, so that'll give you $7 in premium. So say, hey, we're comfortable buying bull at $10 in the next 4 days. If bull stays above $10, then we get to keep our premium, which is the $7, and then we could do it again the following week. But if bull pulls back to $10, then we pick up 100 shares of bull at $10, and we still get to keep the premium of $7. The only bad part is if bull pulls below $10 and we're forced to buy bull at $10 instead of at the price if it's below $10. And that's why you want to do your technical analysis. But an easy way to do a calculated returns is if we scroll over to the delta. If we look at the delta, it's smart to do it on any delta below a 0.3. That's pretty aggressive. Anything around like a 0.2 is pretty good. Anything underneath the 0.2 on the delta, that's pretty conservative. So depending on your investing strategy and your style and how quick you want to grow your account, you want to look at the delta. Once again, I'll talk about the delta in more details. I can't do it in a quick YouTube video. But if we come back over to the charts, you guys can see how do you decide at what price points do you want to buy it. If we're looking at the Bollinger Bands, you don't want to sell cash secure puts when it's at the top of the Bollinger Band. You only want to sell cash secure puts when it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band or in the middle of the Bollinger Band. So right here, looking at the charts, I would be comfortable. This is the bottom of the Bollinger Band, selling a cash secure put at around $10.50. Or if you want to be a little bit less risky, you can sell it at $10. That's way below the price point right here. So let's come back over to bull. And other than doing 4 days, let's go out 2 weeks. Remember, we're trying to figure up our time. We don't have time to look at the charts every single day. You could go out 45 days, you could go out 30 days, but in this case, let's just go out 12 days, which is 2 weeks. We're going to click the 12-day one, and then we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to look at the $10 strike cash secure puts for 23 cents or $23, right? If we scroll over, let's look at the delta, see what the delta say. The delta says 0.26. That's fine. It's underneath 0.3, so it is a little bit more aggressive. So if we was to click on this one and then sell this cash secure puts, we would get 23 cents or $23 credited to our account immediately. As soon as we hit enter, we would get $23 put inside our account immediately, and we made $23 in just 2 weeks. And I think that is a safe bet because when we're coming over here, it has a strong support right here at around $10.20, $10.50, and we're selling a cash secure put. We are agreeing that we'll buy 100 shares of bull at $10. So if it do pull back to $10, then we'll go ahead and buy it. So if we was to run the numbers on that, that's $23 divided by $1,000. That's how much it would cost to buy 100 shares of bull. And that would give us times 100. That would give us 2.3% in just 2 weeks. A 2.3% gain in just 2 weeks. And if we multiply that by 2, that would give us 4.6% in a month. 4.6% every single month investing inside running cash secure puts on bull. And if we do that by a year, that would give us 55.2% a year. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And that is growth right there. But that's just the first leg of the wheel strategy. Let's go to the second leg of the real strategy. Let's say we are assigned, let's just say we did a 1050 and we get assigned on 100 shares of bull at $10.50. The second leg is that now that we have 100 shares, now we're agreeing that we want to sell our 100 shares at certain price points and they're going to pay us for us. And that's where we make the real money. The real money on one of the cash secure puts is doing the cover call side. So let's say if we did get assigned at $10.50 and we wanted to sell it right back at $10.50, then we will make right here, you guys can see $66. That is a 6.6% gain in just 2 weeks. Amazing. But if you wanted to sell it a little higher, if you wanted to hold on to your shares, you could come up to the 11.5 strike or the 11 strike. Let's just say the $11 strike. So you would gain all the way from 10.50 to 11. So you'll gain $50 right there. And you will also get the 45 cents or the $45 credited to your account as well. So you will sell your 100 shares at $11. That's a 50% profit. And you will get the $45 credit. So that's around $95 in income. And that's like a 9.something% gain in 2 weeks. So you really make the most when you're selling covered calls. So if you was to click this one, you make sure that you switch over to sell, and that's where you will make, that's where you're agreeing to sell your 100 shares at a higher price. Once again, you guys can see that we've been killing it inside the Discord. This is let's go to Hood On Robinhood already, I done made $846, and this is some of my strategies that I've been doing. QQQ, we're $2,809. But yeah, guys, if you was to continue to do this and we sell cash secure puts whenever it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, or we're doing way out of the money, having a low delta on stocks that has a high IV, I didn't even go over IVs in this video. That is very important to run this strategy on stocks that only have high IVs. But if we come over to the daily interest calculator, let's say we just start off with $5,000. $5,000. Now we can run 5, other than just selling 1 cash secure put on bull. Now we can sell 5 cash secure puts on bull. Let's make this a tad bit bigger. So our monthly interest was 4.6%, I believe. And let's do for 12 months, and we're reinvesting all of our money. So this is us starting off with $5,000, selling 5 cash secure puts on bull. We're making around 4.6% a month. And we're doing it for the next 12 months or for the next year. Then let's hit calculate results. So we will turn $5,000 to $8,577 in just 1 year. And I'm gonna show you guys how fast it would take to make $1,000 a month. So in the first month, we'll make $230, which is pretty much on pace on what I'm doing right now. The second month, $240, and then the compound interest start to take effect, and then by month 12 you'll be making $377 per month. Now let's just say you do this for the next 3 years. This is just the next 3 years, which is no time at all. 3 years is nothing to be investing inside the stock market compared to 30 years of investing. So for the next 3 years, we continue to run the real strategy on bull or a stock similar to bull, earning around 4.6% a month. Let's hit calculate results and scroll down. Oh my goodness, we returned $5,000 into $25,000 in just 3 years. And here's the kicker, guys, right? So if you're working at a job, let's see how fast it would take for us to get to $1,000 a month. It would take us almost 3 years. It would take us almost 3 years to get to $1,000 per month. So it would take us 34 months to get to $1,000 per month. $1,000 per month times 12. Now you're making an extra $12,000 per year. So let's say if you're working at your job and you've been at your job for 5 years, or you've been at your job for 3 years, and you do get a bonus, you do get a raise. Let's say your job started off paying you $50,000, and let's say every year you get $1,000 promotion. Whoop-de-doo, you went from $50,000 to 51 to 52 to 53. Every year you get $1,000 promotion. Wow, you get $1,000 promotion in 3 years. Now you went from $50,000 to $53,000. Now, just for running this wheel strategy, you put in your options at the beginning of the month, you let it run out to the end of the 2 weeks, or at the end of the 30 days, or the end of the 45 days, collect your premium. Now you collecting in just 3 years. Now you're making $1,000. You gave yourself a pay raise. Now you're collecting $1,000 every single month. So that's an extra $12,000. That's an extra $12,000 that you giving yourself a raise. You're in control of giving yourself a promotion by investing inside the stock market, by running the real strategy, selling cash secure puts, and then selling covered calls. And that is just in 3 years, guys. That's just in 3 years. Let's just say you do it for the next 5 years. So if we do it for the next 5 years, let's go ahead and put in 60, which is still short. 5 years is still short. You start off with $5,000. Now you have a $74,000 portfolio, and at the end of 5 years, you're bringing in an extra $3,266 per month. Now you're almost ready to retire. If you used to run that out, that's $3,266 per month times 12. Now you're bringing in an extra $40,000. You gave yourself a huge raise if you do this for the next 5 years in selling cash secure puts and running a real strategy. I've been doing it for the last couple of years. This year I really picked it up, and I was like, man, you know what, let me start teaching my audience. It's very confusing at first if you don't know what you're doing. It took me a while to get the hang of it, to come up with a great strategy, and then I started to teach everybody inside the Dream Team role. If you guys do want to be a part of that, make sure that you click the link down in the pinned comment section, down in the description. Head over there and you guys could join the Dream Team, be a part of the Zoom calls on Sunday, and be a part of an awesome community that want to be financially free just like you. I know you want to be financially free because you're watching this video. So if you made it to the end of this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. But other than that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.